Hey YouTubers, well, it's been a busy one, and I got a big update here on my Ford F-150. I finally got a lot of it back to putting it all back together, and here, as you can see what I got right here now. As you know, I put the engine back in, but now look at it. Got the wires around, I got the engine transmission was fun to mount. Now I've got the intake in there. It's all bolted down to the 18 foot-pounds on all the bolts. And I'll let you on a little thing. I ended up stripping was taking an extra few days since you haven't seen a video. Putting a motor mount in, I ended up, one of the bolts going in the engine, I stripped it a little bit because it caught the edge of the motor mount down on this side over here, the driver's side. And so I ended up, said F it, couldn't get to it, it's a small ass area, and I pulled it off the transmission again, jacked it up, and pretty much I was really pissed, but took my time and took a die a bit, which I have over here, and put it in it straight as I could and cleaned it out. Little Loctite and a new bolt. I actually have an extra one. And we're back into business. The trick to getting this engine in easier the second time, because the first time was a pain in the ass, is I put a jack under the bottom oil pan. What it is, I laid the engine down straight into it here, so it's straight down in, and the oil pan sits just underneath. You can have an area just catching with the jack, so you jack it up a little bit, and then you put two bolts in the alternator with a chain around it, like so, making a hook, and then you pull up on this. This is my way of doing it, because I don't have an engine jack, because the bumper was sticking out too much, and the engine goes too far back. And I hooked this to the rafters, and then took the truck and rolled it forward. Pushed the jack back, you know, so what it is this wasn't touching the truck then when I did that. And it allowed me to push the engine back and still be able to keep it up off the mounts. I got it, and you know, because there's that cross brace, you have to be able to push it back, and that cross brace in the back, because it has two bolts in the back holding up the A-arm to pick it up, and the two bolts here. So bolts there, up, jack in the back on the oil pan up, slide it back, and lined it up with the transmission. That gasket in the back is one fun thing. Did it all myself this time, didn't have my brother help me. In a 5-hour window, I took the engine out, tapped out the threads, and then put it back in and mounted up to the transmission. Had all the bolts, so they were mostly tightened, and the next night I tightened them up, which is a few days ago. But as you can see, it's definitely coming along. Tomorrow, today, I've actually put all the wiring harnesses on, laid them out, you know, on that side and that side, and then I bolted all the main electricals back up, and then I just ended up putting the intake in. And now, I gotta tighten those bolts up down there. I thought when I was tearing it apart, I didn't know have to take those off or what. So I gotta tighten those up, no biggie. What's next is coolant. Gotta put the radiator back in. I gotta put the throttle body back up there, which I might put the throttle body before the coolant because it gives me a space to step in here, so I'm closer to it. So put the whole throttle body back up, put the little EGR stuff there, the whatever it is, and then hook up the EGR valve there, the new line I got. Excuse me. And you know, it's coming along. I'm getting excited to be able to maybe get her fired up, but definitely a slow project and took its time. Definitely take your time putting this together if anybody's never ever taken an engine apart or put it back together. Go slow. And it's incredible how fast you can actually put things together. I've been just slowly connecting the wires and where things go, laying them out, and I can't believe how much I got done tonight. And I've only worked for 3 hours on it. So, but just thought I'd let you guys know how far I am and how things are going. Well, I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for all the thumbs up. I appreciate it. It's hard work for doing it yourself, and I have a much appreciation for mechanics now, for all the hard work they do and some problems they run into. Now I understand a lot more. Well, take care, and I hope you hit the like button. Appreciate it. And first time you're seeing it, I hope you can subscribe to see the rest of the other videos. And I hope the rest of this project goes well, and I'll give you further as I get closer, and I'll definitely try to make sure I get the camera out for the first fire to see if I'm good or what. Okay, well, that's it.